with all honesty, I realize I'm the old guy, which I like. I enjoy being the old guy now. And it's just fun to see the Country Music Hall of Fame be so inclusive and not just rest on the laurels of what has happened in our music. And the fact that they have this exhibit that honors what's going on currently, I think is really, really, really important. Every one of these artists is really just outstandingly great. You know, it's fun to be here tonight with them and see a lot of old friends, make some new friends, and once again, see the Hall of Fame honor what's going on, not only today, but for all this music that's happened over these years. This is the place for it. Well, the two guitars, one's a Gibson, one's a Harmony. They were both my father's, and before I had my own instrument, that's what I learned to play on. And that's all I had, and they're not great instruments, you know, but they were certainly good enough to learn on. You know, when I was a kid, I thought my dad was like Earl Scruggs and Chet Atkins all rolled up into one dad, but as it turns out, he wasn't that great. You know, he's just an average player that loved the music more than anything. But as a kid, you didn't know that. You didn't know he wasn't great. You were just amazed that he could play a few chords and teach you some songs and sit around and jam with you and stuff like that. So as a child, he was a tremendous inspiration. You know, he sat me down and showed me 3 chords, you know, and G, C, and D. And then he looked at me and said, well, you're on your own, because that's all I know, you know. And so away I went with those first 3 chords that he showed me, and had a pretty nice life.